back to She Speaks. It's your girl Amber. So here we are again with another video. And today I want to talk about emotional poison. Emotional poison. Wow. We've all, and if you say you haven't, you're lying. We all have someone who has pushed us to a point. And I'm not just talking about, okay, your buttons got pushed or whatever the case may be. Like you felt disrespected or, just being played with, like just got tired of being played with and like just the constant BS. We've literally given off emotional poison. Like a person has pushed us to a point to where we want to hurt them. That's why as plain as I can say it. Like there should never be a point in your life or that you're dealing with anything that can make you want to hurt them. And that's strong to say. Like that's very strong to say, because like people will push you there. You know what I'm saying? And in this video right here, I'm gonna give y'all some story time. We're gonna have some story time today. Yes. Yes. Woo. A person will have you just doing things that just is not in your normal. Like it's just like, yo, this is not, who am I? Like, who is this, right? Like, this is what I'm talking about. That type of emotional poison. And say, like, I want to give like some really good examples of like emotional poison. So let's say, number one example, you're talking to someone and they're like treating you a certain type of way and you have to like send one of them long, I'm talking about the long paragraphs, the one that's like, yo, like I'm really giving this person a piece of my mind right now, right? Like you're gonna get this, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like, I dare you, like I dare you. Or, a person playing with you, you know what I'm saying? They didn't block you for no reason, they didn't want to unblock you, or just ghost you for no reason, and you had to like go and like basically go follow the person, stalk them, let's play, what's it called? Stakeout. Like it's crazy. Or like just being like, like pretty much anything that'll get you out of your character, right? Like this is what I'm talking about. And where I'm at today, like I'm not sending no long message. I'm not about to like I said, it's a healing journey. We're breaking toxic relationships and behaviors, right? So like it's just, I don't have no more time for the funny moving. Like if I have to get out of my character because of something that you did or how you made me feel, like, cause just off of the basis of respect, absolutely not. Like I've been the person where I've been always trying to be the mediator, trying to fix some mess, you know what I'm saying? And like I seen something one day and I resonated so well. It was like, why is it that a person can hurt you or make you feel a way, and you literally will pretty much explain to that person how they made you feel as if they don't know already? Like I think it's kind of funny how you gonna treat me like I'm just bottom of the barrel, disposable, blah blah blah. Like that really hurt me. How you can just, you know what I'm saying, tell me you love me today and treat me like this, but behind my back doing some foul mess, telling people I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't really mess with her like that. Like, but be in my face smiling, and then someone have to come back to you and tell you like so and so, like basically all your damn business. Like, yo, it has been some crazy stuff. And I would literally be like I would feel so infuriated to just like, I'm about to give you a piece of my mind, because like absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? And I would send out that emotional poison, right? And it can happen like mutually the same. Like the person, like could be, I mean, just lashing at you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like, whoa, like, am I the enemy here? Like, what did I do to you? Like, you're the one that's treating me like this, and I'm telling you how I feel. Because I'm a person, like, I always have to, like, I always feel like I gotta get down to the bottom of something. I feel like I have to just get some type of closure, because I want to understand, like, what type of person are you? You feel me? Like I have to. It's like I wanna. It's like I have to make a point to make you look like. Let me put you in my shoes for a second. Let me give you a perspective, so you can see how this, like, you gonna feel me, because like I just don't understand, like, and you gonna talk to me like I'm the problem. Like, no, you're the problem. Like, I just don't like that mess right there. You know what I'm saying? So I will always send off emotional poison. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's so many people out there that do the same thing. And let me tell you, like, that's a trait that is so unhealthy. Like, because like whoever wants to feel like they can hurt something or do something to someone, or because this is how the person is making you feel. And I'm talking like, just like, I mean, penniless, just like, Anyway, so I'm gonna give y'all some examples. Like, I'm gonna give y'all some examples of like the type of emotional poison that I've dealt with, or that I've I demonstrated, as I shall say. It was a time. I'm gonna give y'all a good 3. I can go on. No. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm dealing with a guy, and like, of course we were like sexually active, whatever. Like, I feel like I'm crazy over this person. Like, I was crazy over this person. And like the things that he would do, like he would always say, like, I'm single, I ain't dealing with nobody, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, you have time, this is a mutual thing. This is a mutual thing. Like, I'm not dealing with nobody, cool. You're not dealing with nobody, cool. Whatever. So I'm expecting the time. I'm expecting like the, a little, how my friends say, march to the beat of my drum. Like, I feel like I want that. I feel like, yo, what's up? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? So like, it would be like, we'll do what we do, right? And then like, he'll block me. He would block me. I wouldn't hear from him. He would like, it would just be like silence. And then he'll unblock me. Then we'll talk. And I'm just like, yo, why do you block me? Like, nah, I ain't block you, nah. Like I'm like, and back then I was like new to iPhone. So I'm like, I had started to learn, like, if it go green or it's taking a long time, like within the first 3 seconds, if that message ain't sent, 9 times out of 10 you blocked. Cause that shit, it's fast. It's like a chat on Facebook or something. It's fast. So I'm like, yo, this dude is blocking me. And I'm like, yo, and it's funny because we used to work together. So I would see him at work and he would like be talking to me. And I'm just like, he acted like nothing cool, but I know he blocked me. Like, maybe I'm tripping. So one day, like, I was like, yo, like, it happened like on our days off, I wouldn't hear from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, something gotta be up. Back then I was a little slow. Yeah, whatever. And on our days, I'm like, yo, he not like, what is up with him? He's weird. Like, he'll like, oh, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna talk to you later. Or I'm gonna come see you. Never show up type shit. You know what I'm saying? So one day I called my friends. I was like, yo, like, I wanna follow this dude home from work. I know what time they get off. Like, you know what I'm saying? We about to do this. So we drive my friend's car. You know what I'm saying? She following. She's going to the place. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the worst idea ever. So, like, we see him. I'm like, oh shit, there you go. So we follow this man home from work. And he's like, oh, I'm going to my mama's house. I'm like, okay. I know where his mama lives. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pull up. I'll wait for you. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Cause I'm calling him, I'm like, where you going? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, you know, that's where he was going. So I'm okay, I'm pulling up too. We're gonna be here together. So he didn't think I was really gonna pull up. I pulled up, we pulled up, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting outside. I'm like, where you at? Like, cause I'm just going off, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're not about to keep treating me like this, or like I'm not no like I felt like I was being toyed with and I did not like it. I followed this man. Like, that's crazy. That's psycho. Like, you know, it's just like no one should make you feel like that. You know, and then so it's another time I messed with this dude. Okay, and you know, he would do like the little ghost and stuff too. Like he was like yo, this dude, I was stuck with him for so long. Like he treated me like pure crap, and I just hung on to that for so long. I do not know why. Like that was like, I think that was like my top one toxic, like when I really found out what toxic was, like for real. And we in the store, you know, because if you're in the military, you know the PXs, they be small, the little shopettes or whatever. So I'm in the store. Well, I'm sorry, right here. I pulled up to the store and I see his car. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, swoop. You know, I'm like, okay, this is his car. We got tinted windows. Like, when you did, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I walk in. I'm like, I hope he's not in his car. I'm all in his car. So I walk in the store and I want to like see him in line. And he seen me because he passed me first before he got in line. He passed me first. Did not acknowledge me at all. Right? I'm like, oh, I know he just seen me. So he goes in line. I follow him in line. So he's still not looking my oh, excuse me. He's still not looking my way, y'all. So I'm like, okay, what is going on here? So I told the guy, I'm like talking to the cashier, I'm like, can I get so he can hear my voice, like, saying, so you have no way of denying, like, I'm like 2 feet, less than 2 feet away from you, like, you know I'm standing right here. Like, he's like literally avoiding me on purpose, right? And it's gonna make sense in a second. So he goes out. I'm like, so I buy my stuff, I leave. And so he goes, you know, to the barracks. I follow him to the barracks. I'm like, he got me messed up, because what you're not gonna do is walk past me like you don't see me when just like a few days ago you was in my face. You feel me? Like, or matter of fact, in my bed, to be more specific, right? So you're not gonna, absolutely not. So I followed him. So then I'm like, where he park at? So I finally found out where he parked. So I hit the reverse, like, boom, I bagged up, because y'all not gonna believe what I see out my rearview mirror. He got some pizza, and there's another female with him. Mind you, I didn't know the female was with him, because when I was looking through the car and through the tent, I couldn't see shit. So I know she probably was like, who is this bitch? All in the car. I didn't know. Oh my God. So I see him. He is dying, laughing out the rear view mirror. He is hysterical. I'm bagging up. I stop in front of them. Like, I blocked both of them in. I rolled out the window. I said, excuse me, so this is what we're doing now. Like, this is what we're doing. He said, nah, what you talking about? I'm like, so this is who you with? Because, I mean, you got me da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, no, but you standing right here. The girl right here. And he's like, not even acknowledging her presence. Like, the dude is wild. Okay. And then another time, you know, so I'm just like, it's just like, this is showing you the different types of, like, crazy. I'm just like, yo, but this dude is bringing me out of my character. Like, I'm like really being like, like, I was like, yo, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, so then the last time, I skate. I love to go rollerblading. You know what I'm saying? So I used to always ask him to go rollerblading with me. Same situation, different time. So he's like, oh, this day, he's like, I'm finally going, rollerblading, da-da-da-da. I'll see you there. I'm like, cool, whatever, cool. So we get there, I get there. And when I get there, I see that he's there with someone else. Like, I'm peeping game quick. Like, I'm just like, no, he didn't. But he had the nerve to come, but he still came and spoke to me, but he was there with that person. But he made it look so nonchalant. Like, I'm just like, wow. So I'm feeling away off rip. I'm like, this dude is like the boundaries. Like, I don't, whatever. So, at this time, I'm like, okay. I'm like, do they talk? Whatever. I know they do, whatever, cool. I couldn't confirm it. So, like, another day, I'm like, we at my homeboy house and we playing, with barracks, we playing cards and stuff. And I happen to leave the barracks. It's like 2 something in the morning. We all leaving the barracks. And I see this dude car. I know where he live at. He don't live out here. We on a whole different side of the post, right? And I put like 2 and 2 together. So the girl who's at the skating rink with is who dorm he at. So I hit the girl up on Snapchat. Da-da-da-da-da is a piece of shit. I said it just like that. Name, piece of shit. When I tell you the next morning, I had 15 missed calls, combination of like phone calls, FaceTimes. I mean, like blowing my shit up. So I'm like, I ain't calling. I ain't answering. I ain't calling back. I ain't doing nothing. So then I start getting the text. I know you see me fucking calling you. Like, I can't believe you serious telling her that I'm a piece of shit. Da-da-da-da-da. I said, cause you are. Cause you are. Like, what? Like, this dude plays so many games. And like the stuff that he would do, I'm just like, yo, like he make you feel like, okay, you're the only one, or like, I really F with you, like type of saying I love you, all type of stuff, like making me like just pretty much telling me anything so that I won't ever leave. Like, even if I try to block or whatever, like doing everything, like calling me through Instagram, freaking Facebook, Snap. I mean, crazy. Like it was both bad. Like, you do all of this stuff when I cut you off, or I'm like, I want to leave you alone. I'm blocking your number. And then you go on through every avenue you can to get to me. But then you saying, I love you, I want to be with you, da-da-da-da. But then like you do the stuff that you doing this type of stuff. Like, hold on, I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was like, it was something that will always happen. I'm like, this is the worst. Like, this is the worst. And why? And I continue to say, so I'm just like, yo, like, Amber, come on. Like, you got to get this up off of you. Like, you have to get this up off of you. Like, that hold that he had on me was just so intense. And it was like, I mean, the emotional poison that was spread both ways was just out of this world. It was insane, unhealthy. I'm talking about, and then it was back then, I think that shit was funny. I used to think that shit was funny. Now, like, with my, the new situation I was telling y'all about, like, this stuff that happened recently, like, I seen that again. I'm like, and mind you, me and this person had never did anything. We never had like sex or nothing like that. But like, early, I just was like, I have to leave you alone because I'm gonna curse you out. I'm gonna really get out of my character. And I told this person this, and they were just like, all right, that's cool. I wish you the best, love, type shit, right? And I'm just like, yo, like, the level of selfishness and the level of like not caring about people's emotions and stuff. Like, when I tell you, when you play with people, it really can bring you to a point. I see people in jail, people be cutting. I mean, I wanted to cut tires before, I wanted to hit windows, like, and it would be to the point I have to like really talk to myself, like, Amber, no, like, this ain't even worth it, girl. Like, so like, when I tell you, when you're dealing with like toxic relationships, like that hole, for some reason, it just like, it's out of this world. It's like worse than a relationship. Like, a relationship, somehow we can cut it off like this, you know what I'm saying, most of the time, but like, it's like them situationships that go on for like 3 and 4 years. Like, yes, 3 and 4 years is different. It is, I mean, it's crazy. But I'm just saying this to say, like, you have to be really careful, like, when it comes to emotional poison, and recognize when you feel you're getting emotional poison and when you're like the one that's giving it out, dishing it out. There's so many types. Like, people can just want to give you negative energy just to make themselves feel good. Like, I gotta pass this on to somebody else because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could, like, sometimes stuff don't even have nothing to do with you, but you're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're paying for someone else's bull crap all the time. You know what I'm saying? You see it all the time when, people are like, I would never love again, or like, I would never give someone the chance to hurt me ever again. You know what I'm saying? Then they go out here and they treat the next person like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically doing all to them that they wish they could do to that person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do I have to suffer at the hands of somebody else? Y'all don't hear me? Like, why do I have to suffer at the hands of somebody else? I did not do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should not be paying for this. You know what I'm saying? That's why when it comes to me, like, I literally give every single person their own chance, because like, it's like, yeah, this person hurt me, but I'm gonna give you your chance, because maybe you could be something totally different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna risk something amazing because I've dealt with something that was unfortunate as heck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not fair to me, and that's not fair to that person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so cognizant and aware of that. You know, and it's just so, like, when it comes to like emotional poison now, like anything that makes me feel like provoked in any type of way, you are not healthy for me. You are not healthy for me, and it's like you have to stay far away from me. You know what I'm saying? And like, what's crazy is, like, I haven't talked to this person in like a few weeks actually, and like, the person had the nerve to text me talking about some, what you doing? Right? What you doing? No, hey. No, how you doing? What's up? You feel me? Like, what you doing? Like, what you gonna pull up on me? What you, absolutely not. Like, what you mean what I'm doing? If you gonna hit my phone, you need to greet me first, or don't hit my phone at all. You have to raise your standards. If you accepting people just coming at you all types of crazy, yeah, you gotta switch that up. Because if you just accept it, they're gonna always do it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna talk to me. You gonna come at me correct. I could have really went off, but I'm like, this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it right there. You think they wrote me back? Bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you have to really be like just aware of that, of what you're sending to other people and how you're coming off, because you know it's you don't need it. You know, who wants bad energy or just negative energy on them all the time, especially when it comes to something that's always like a trigger. Like, a person can be a trigger. You know what I'm saying? Just the thought of that person or whatever, like, it just gives you anxiety. Like, I will have bad anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see a car that look like yours, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's like a trauma. It's literally emotional trauma when you deal with like stuff like that, and you know, feeling like that. So I'm just saying, like, it's one thing that I'm telling you now. I literally it's hit home for me, and I'm like, yeah, I need to require something different. And that's walking into that person that I said I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Confident, with poise, grounded, boundaries. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that I want to be. That's the person that I see. So I'm walking in that. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why, like, now to end the video, like, it's 4 things that I'm really strong about now. Like, I like live by this, right? And it's by it's like I read this book. It's called The 4 Agreements, like a whole series by Don Miguel Ruiz. Yes. So like, the 4 agreements, you know, he talked about, you know, being impeccable with your word, don't take anything personal, don't make assumptions, and always do your best, right? And it's crazy, you know, that I was reading that. I'm just like, wow, be impeccable with your word, like, that's deep. It's like, always, it's like without sin. It's like using your words without sin. So it's like, no needing to curse, be bitter, resentful, you know, just like bashful. Like, like, you have to really be like real. Just, it's basically being just super kind with your word, regardless. Like, it's like, that's some self-control right there. No matter how a person is coming at me, I'm still gonna come with you with some respect, and it's gonna be firm. You feel me? I don't need to come out of my character to talk to you or whatever. You know, just being careful how you, if you talk about people, like gossiping, whatever, like, not having nothing negative to say about anyone, because like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Don't take anything personal. Like, it was so many times that I've like took so much personal, like sensitive as hell. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, at the end of the day, if I know I'm moving accordingly and I'm moving in my values or whatever the case may be, and a person is treating me a certain type of way, whether that's friendships, family, relationships, why am I taking something personal and I ain't do nothing wrong? Because I'm the type of person, if I did something wrong, I'm going to admit it. I'm gonna take accountability for it. So, you know, when I know I truthfully didn't do anything wrong and you're treating me a certain type of way, why should I take that personal? That's a you problem. That ain't a me problem. I'm good over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, so I ain't taking it personal anymore. Don't make assumptions. I was the type of person that will always like think of the worst. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes like when a person can't hit you up or whatever the case may be, sometimes they're not ignoring you. Maybe they're just busy. You know what I'm saying? So like you being like, oh, you ain't got time to talk to me, or oh, you ignoring me. I wrote you 2 or 3 times. Like, you know, sometimes people just either don't want to talk right now, or they're busy, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. So like when you make assumptions, you pretty much, how I always say, you make an A of yourself. Like, yeah, that's very true. So I just feel like don't make assumptions. And then always do your best. Like, you know, whatever that is, man, just always do your best, because when you put good out and you treat yourself good and you're feeling good, whatever the case may be, like it's a good feeling. So just always do your best. You know what I'm saying? Just try to be like always a stand-up person, regardless. Just always be a stand-up person. If you're having a bad day, be a stand-up person. Don't, you know, lash out at people for no reason when they didn't do anything to you. You know what I'm saying? Because they always say you never know what a person is going through. And that's so true. You know, like, that's how, like, most times when I'm sad or having a bad day, like, I like uplifting someone else. Like, you look pretty today, or wow, like, you look beautiful, or like, I just try to give out like just compliments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just seeing somebody else smile makes me smile. Like, that's the type of person I am if I'm having a bad day. Whatever. Or I let people know, like, hey, I'm really not in a good place. I'm not ignoring y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just need this time to myself. I'm working on it. I promise I'll do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that I love, I tell that to them. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people will really feel like, you know, dang, they don't care about me. But it's like, no, I really do. I really do care about you. I'm dealing with some stuff on my own right now, you know? So yeah, like, that's like, wow, I'm about to cry. But that's why, like, I literally live by those now. Like, just changing my mind, changing my perspective and how I go about things. Like, I literally live by those 4 things right there. Like, just reading that book, I was like, yo, like, this is so, wow, this is good. This is good. And that's what I got from that book, you know, what I just explained to y'all. So, like, yeah, just be careful when it comes to emotional poison and who you're directing it to, even if it's yourself. Like, don't tell yourself you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Always lift yourself up. Always be happy. Always look in the mirror and tell yourself good things. You know what I'm saying? I got my little sticky notes on my wall. So when I get up in the morning, I do my little yoga and stretch and, you know, read my morning affirmations and whatever. Like, I go to my wall and I read and I just, you know, it's like little reminders, you know? So yeah, but yeah, that was emotional poison. I hope y'all got something from that. I just want to let y'all know, thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.